like how it tastes. Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get out my problems. Let me. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
To make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later.
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Trubisky on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Single.
Alert, 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 alert.
On third down, Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dean Lowry showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Trubisky to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
91 is the mic. 90. Check that.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Aguilar has it. And they work this out past the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st down, a run with Cohen. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Space to maneuver at the 40. Finding Gabriel, complete. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double time, double time. 3 down, 3 down.
Now it's Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
We got to step it up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, watch that. Smooth. Box it.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Now this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season. And this is the first of them. Bears and Packers, the NFL's oldest rivalry dating way back to 1921, with the Packers having the all-time edge 96, 94, and 6 ties. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone,
that's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And some room to run now. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We own them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky is going to into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Rodgers now to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bilal Nichols picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A first update now from Cincinnati. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trubisky gives to Cohen. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs, and how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Go! 180! Mike 91. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
On second down now, it's Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Jones looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
91 is there. Come on.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Trubisky. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
258. 54 miles. Target. Hey, 88. Hey, Steve 6.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is Jones, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
319. You ain't got nothing.
Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. And none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. There he goes inside the 30. Open man is Darius Fountain. And down to the 19-yard line. 25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
This is Cullen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on second down, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
On first down, it's Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mike 91. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Mike 91. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try again with Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Hauschka's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Check. Watch 54. Push him back. Back one.
Rodgers to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. Rodgers now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And the kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more palatable, as that's how this one comes to an end. We thought we might have a good close game, and we did. Really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to return it. They were unable to do that, and that wrote an ending.
That is frustrating, isn't it? To execute an onside kick and get the ball, yet there's no payoff for them. Right now, they're probably in their locker room trying to comfort themselves with, the clock just ran out on us. We were right there.
So for the Bears, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.